This past year has been a complete show. I completely lost my marbles, and everything that I've worked so hard for has completely collapsed all around me. And I'm just sitting here in a heap of rubble, in like an absolute tire fire. I work in the interior design industry, and I have my own design company. I've been working away at this as like my full-time gig since 2003. I started off as a sewing workroom, and that's actually what I was known for. And I even did it on a few of those design TV shows. And then I met my business partner, and for 12 years, we kept building and adding to this company. We taught ourselves how to silkscreen, how to then reupholster, then how to upholster and build custom new furniture. We learned how to create our own custom imagery and graphics and then have that printed onto fabric. Then take that custom printed fabric and then we would turn it into pillows and blinds and curtains and beds and ottomans and benches and all kinds of stuff. Then we learned how to take even more of that, our custom imagery and graphics, and have that printed onto some really cool and amazing wallpapers. We even designed our own industrial style marquee lighting and signs. And the designs I was creating in my head, they were too out there or too specialized, and they didn't exist in the world. So we just took it upon ourselves to just fucking make it ourselves. But we were making like all these one-off items for other designers, and we didn't really get to see our products in their new homes very often. So the next inevitable step was to expand the company and start doing our own designs for our own clients. And it was amazing. Hey, I love all the designs you see in the magazines and on those TV shows, you know, like the all white, the classic, very beautiful, elegant designed homes. They're gorgeous, but there are also many other amazing designers that have that side of the industry covered. Cool. Let them do that. I wanted to find the people on the other side, the people that are willing to take chances and, you know, who want to make more of an impact. People who are willing to fuck things up. I want to take care of that side. Let me have those people. And we did. We were able to do some pretty amazing stuff, man. I'm telling you, like, I like to quote my style and inspiration as hot rods, motorcycles, drag queens, rock stars, and glitter. And you'll see a lot of that in my designs. I take so much pride in that. And I've faced so much pushback and eye rolling and shoulder shrugging over the years. But that just makes me say, oh yeah? Watch this. I thrive on the controversy. I received a written letter of protest for a pillow that I had in the front window of a store. This person was so offended from a pillow that they took it upon themselves to write a whole letter demanding that this pillow be removed from the window of the store. For me, just another badge of honor. Thank you very much. Bring it on. I've always been like that. I've always tried to buck the system, even back in school, you know, and that backlash just fuels me. So I was extremely surprised when recently I was really thrown off by some backlash that I had received. Firstly, during COVID, my business partner moved his wife and his kids out of the city, like many other people did during that time. So it was just me left here. But then I was able to hire my friend Steven to come and work here and help me keep the business up and growing. I'm all good when it comes to the creative side and coming up with all kinds of these really cool, interesting, edgy designs. But keeping up with the business side, you know, the really important part of running a business, not so much, not my thing. My business was dwindling and I was struggling to keep everything afloat. So unfortunately, I had to let Steven go, which broke my heart and like still breaks my heart. But thankfully he doesn't hate me, and we still talk. He was just here the other day, actually. Things were just really shitty and I couldn't keep it afloat. There were a couple of projects on the board, and one of those projects was an ongoing project of a past client. It was a condo here in the city. And over the past few years, we had completely redone their lobby, their amenities hallway. We redid their party room, built them a brand new cardio fitness room. And then they reached out about a year ago to say, hey, we want to move on now to phase 4. It's time to redo all the residential hallways. They loved what we did on the main floor, so they said, hey, bring that upstairs. Cool, awesome. So then off I disappeared into another one of my autistic hyperfocuses, something I was not aware that I was dealing with. But in hindsight, it all kind of makes sense now, but until now, I didn't realize what was going on up here. So, like I said, I disappeared again into one of my autistic hyperfocuses, and then I emerged with the design. Put it all together, a nice little package, handed it into the condo board, and approved. Then they said, yeah, we're going forward with the design, but we just want to send the rendered images and the presentation to the residents, just so they can see how great it's going to look. Well, shit. As I said earlier, I thrive on controversy. I feed off of your offendedness of my pillow. But I wasn't prepared for what came next. The design went out to the residents, and they hated it. They formed a Facebook page against me and the design, and they rallied together, and they were furious. There were Zoom meetings with the board and the building management where the representatives of the residents said that I was tacky, outdated, unprofessional. Why do I have brass knuckles as my logo? And I don't know what I'm doing. That was not about one of my pillows. This was aimed directly at me personally now. I had never faced that before. At least not as an adult. Maybe back in school. One of the representatives of the residents, during a Zoom call, was so distraught about the wallpaper that was going to be used in the hallways that she broke down in tears, couldn't contain herself any longer, and had to have her husband take over for her. She broke down and couldn't contain herself and couldn't continue speaking during this Zoom meeting. So while this was happening, a couple of other jobs popped in. They were just going to be design jobs, where I would just come up with the design, hand it over, walk away, you take care of it, execute it yourself. Cool. Then autistic inertia settled in. I just sat here staring at these projects on the list on the whiteboard here that I needed to get the design done for, which is my most favorite part, by the way, and I did nothing. I couldn't move. I was just frozen. And in the back of my head, I was like, yeah, they're right. I am tacky. I am outdated. I am unprofessional, and I don't know what I'm doing. So I just didn't start anything. I just couldn't bring myself to it because they were right. And I just sat here for months, not even able to just look up the inspiration. I was frozen, I guess, with fear from this inertia. And I've dealt with this fucking inertia always, my entire life. But this was bad. This was some record-breaking shit. But I needed to redo that condo design because they weren't happy. So they said, okay, you got to go back. You're going to have a meeting with that lady on a Zoom call to get their feedback, find out what it is that they need, and rejig it a bit and make them happy. Fine. And we did get there, so that was great. It wasn't awful. Cool. And that was months and months ago that I got approved. Like, condo projects tend to drag along. So they've just started working on that project now, which is great. So it's ongoing this very second. Guess what? That lady that cried over the wallpaper, the one that sent me spiraling into a pit of shit, her and her husband moved out and don't even live there anymore. You motherfucker. Fucking fuck. Dude. I just found this out yesterday. Those other projects that I just sat here looking at for months, one of them just sort of fizzled out and I never heard from them again. And then the other couple I was over, it took me a while, but I was able to finally get to a design for them. But it took everything I had in me to push through those. And it took me months and months. But, dude, they looked amazing. So I don't feel as shit from what they said about me, but I'm still frozen here and I can't get momentum, and I don't know, I'm trying to pivot, and what I'm trying to pivot to, I just can't push myself forward to just do it. And then, just today, I was feeling a little extra low and shitty and really defeated, and then an email appeared in my inbox. And as soon as I saw the name, I immediately burst into tears, like fucking giant tears, and I couldn't even see because my eyes were just filled with tears, and I couldn't catch my breath, and I was just like rocking back and forth because it was like, oh my, I couldn't, I was trembling, I was shaking. It was a past client. Two of the nicest fucking people you will ever meet, ever in your entire life. Like, I'm talking like Catholic nice, but they're not Catholic. They're just amazingly, really genuinely nice, cool people. And I've designed 2 of their previous homes for them. One was here in Toronto, and dude, it was a sight to be seen. And they just were those people that just let me do what I do. Tell us what you want to do. And they let me do all of it. Nothing changed. Nothing was revised. And they loved it. They loved it so much. And they are such amazing people and have such a great grasp on life and how we fucking should be, that when it was time to sell the home, the real estate agent, when they looked around, they were like, you need to tone this place down, as real estate agents do. I get that in some scenarios, but no, dude. They dug their heels in, stood their ground right beside me and said, no fucking way. If we sell this place, it will only be to someone who gets it. Someone who appreciates the art of this design. If people don't want to buy it because of the design, then they're not the right people. We're waiting for that person. Oh my God. They just like, they just believed in me, and let me just do what I did, and it was awesome. And even crazier, the person that ended up buying it, as is, by the way, just bought, give me all of this furniture, all the art on the walls, give me everything, was a past client that I had done his condo for about a year or 2 before that. He walked into the place, loved it, not even knowing that it was one of my designs. Then they bought another place out of the city, ironically enough, only about 20 minutes away from my ex-business partner. So that was kind of cool because we got to work together a little bit on this project for this client. And Steven was still here, so that was amazing. And again, they just let me go at it. Just let me do what I do. And again, these people are so amazing that I had included a little teeny tiny little secret door, you know, one of those push latch door. I just call it a door in their new custom cabinetry that I jokingly called, oh, this is your cocaine cabinet. This is where you can hide all your cocaine. And they got such a kick out of that. They thought it was hilarious. So much so that they actually made a fake kilo of coke with saran wrap and duct tape around it out of flour, sugar or something. Put that in the cabinet with a fake gun. Dude. Then, again, when it was time to sell this place, there was pushback from the real estate agent again. And again, they stood their ground. And one of those TV designers came by and went to see it. And our client showed them, oh, hey, check out this cocaine cabinet. And in the cocaine cabinet was fake cocaine and a gun. Fake gun. Fake cocaine, fake gun. Fake, by the way, to push the point even more. And they all laughed a little bit. But that TV designer, for some reason, went to the real estate board and told on them, dude. But again, the clients were like, I don't care. everybody that comes through here to see this place, we're showing them that cocaine cabinet. And if they don't like it, again, they're not the people. So I get this email today in a really shitty place, and immediately I just like burst into tears, and it just felt so good, because it was like hearing from people that believe in me and who actually like me and like what I do. They told me that they sold the place, and the person that bought it, bought it everything, every piece of furniture, the big giant marlin fish above the fireplace, all the artwork, the cocaine cabinet, the cocaine and the fake gun, all of it. They just took all of it, handed the money, and my clients just got to, okay, here's your keys, see you later, and left. They wanted all of it. How amazing is that? Like, but now, so they said, but now, even better. Then they said, now they have a new place that they're building, and they want to know if I'm in. This is why I do what I do. This is why I do it the way I do it. For the people who just get it. And for the people who don't have a stick up their ass. So sure, I may be unprofessional with all my tattoos and my different colored mohawks, and I swear a lot, and that's what she said a lot. But I fucking know what I'm doing. I am not outdated. Your cookie cutter design from some HGTV show, that's outdated. And that's why the people who just get it fucking come to me. That's what they expect. They can't wait to see those brass knuckles. So fuck you, bitch.